This is your sports TV station in Lorain, WLCS TV 20.
Seventh grade basketball, General Johnnie Wilson and Longfellow. General Johnnie Wilson in blue, Longfellow in white as we begin this seventh grade game. And for General Johnnie Wilson, driving and scoring the first points of the ball game is Mackenzie Wilbon. Somebody got to start the clock there, fellas. So it's 2-0, General Johnnie Wilson leads. As we have a stoppage, as they got to get the clock fixed, and they get it on, and now pass is stolen away, and they drive it in, and laying it up and in, and scoring is Delisha Przinski. And it's 4-0 General Johnnie Wilson. They have a record of 4-0, Longfellow at 6-0, so both these teams are undefeated on this season in this seventh grade girls basketball. For Longfellow and Coach Ken Faria in his second year, he is starting Nakia Herman, Taylor Whitfield, Janasia Nelson-Riley, Jalen Keeley, and Isabel Rogers. Get to the Longfellow starters here as starting and getting that steal is Talea Brooks. Get it, a head shot goes up, it was blocked. For General Johnnie Wilson, they're going to start Marissa Otero with Delisha Przinski, Mackenzie Wilbon, Talea Brooks, and Diamond Williams. On the inbound, they get it to Przinski. Corner shot, it goes up, and it's going to be short, missing that with Wilbon. And the rebound comes down to Taylor Whitfield for Longfellow. As we're playing at Longfellow's gym, pass back to Isabella Rogers. She's back by the midcourt line. Her pass is going to be knocked away. And now going back to retrieve that is Nakia Herman. Herman's pass is intercepted and stolen by Brooks. Brooks lays it up and in. And quickly, General Johnnie Wilson out in front, 6-0 over Longfellow here in the first minute of this seventh grade girls basketball game. Or General Johnnie Wilson bringing it into the front court, taking the shot high off the glass. Missing was Taylor Whitfield. She gets her own rebound. So Whitfield will reset the offense. Pass on the left wing to Nelson Riley. Her jumper from the left elbow is no good. And that rebound is going to be hauled in by Mackenzie Wilbon. Long outlet pass that was too far off the hands of Marissa Otero and out of bounds. General Johnnie Wilson is coached by Angel Sanchez in his first year. They're in the blue uniforms. Longfellow in the white uniforms, coached by Ken Faria in his second year. I'm here with Bob Schlembaker, who's not in his first or second year. He's been with TV 20 for a long time. Pass gets knocked out of bounds, and it will be General Johnnie Wilson's basketball as they lead 6-0 over Longfellow. 4:20 to go in the first quarter. On the inbound, they get it to Otero, and Otero will get it back to Mackenzie Wilbon. She'll bring it into the front court. Bounce pass ahead. Shot's going to be blocked, and we're going to get a traveling violation on Diamond Williams. Nate Smith, longtime varsity referee, is one of the two refs. I recognize Nate out there. We've got a timeout on the floor with 4:12 to go in the first quarter. And General Johnnie Wilson has a 6-0 lead. As again, Delisha Przinski with 2, Mackenzie Wilbon with 2, Talea Brooks with 2. Well, we've got a couple of minutes. Longfellow provided us some information on their team. And I'll tell you a little bit about some of these young ladies. For Longfellow, Nakia Herman says that Gabby Douglas is her favorite athlete because she didn't let her struggles in life stop her. Future goals, she would like to go to UCLA. Good for Nakia Herman. For teammate Taylor Whitfield, 7th grade team for Longfellow, she says that her favorite teacher is Mrs. Wyman, and her favorite athlete, I'm sure a lot of people's is, Stephen Curry. And her future goal, she would like to be the first female in the NBA. So Longfellow to inbound as they trail 6-0, and the pass is going to get intercepted and stolen. Shot goes up, it's good, and a foul. So it's going to be 8-0 for General Johnnie Wilson. And let's get the free throw and tell you who made that shot as she goes to the free throw line. That is going to be Delisha Przinski. So Brzezinski makes the basket. She has a chance to make it a three-point play. Left-handed free throw shooter. Bends the knees, puts it up, and we're going to get a lane violation. Takes the free throw away. So the violation is on the General Johnnie Wilson team, so it'll be Longfellow to inbound. They trail 8-0 with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. And on the inbounds, they'll get it to Nelson Riley. She'll pass it ahead into the front court to Isabella Rogers. Rogers gets it to Taylor Whitfield. Whitfield pass back for Rogers as she can't retrieve it, and it's out of bounds. It'll be General Johnnie Wilson basketball. And they're going to inbound to Marissa Otero, and Otero gets it right back to Wilbon. Wilbon into the front court, picks up her dribble. Pass is knocked away. It will stay with General Johnnie Wilson. Again, Longfellow in white at 6-0. General Johnnie Wilson in blue uniforms. They are 4-0. We get an over and back violation as the young lady, Delasha Brzezinski, was in the front court, went into the back court, so that's a turnover. And they'll give it back to Longfellow. They'll inbound it, and they do so. Get it to Nakia Herman, and Herman puts the shot up. She's fouled. So we'll get Nakia Herman to shoot a couple of free throws, see if she can get Longfellow on the scoreboard. Free throw is good. Herman with the first point for Longfellow. They trail 8-1. 3:25 to go, first quarter. Substitution for Longfellow coming into the ball game is Shania Palmer. Second free throw, back of the rim, no good. Going up and getting the rebound is Talia Brooks. Brooks gets it to Wilbon. Her pass ahead, laying it up and missing the shot from point blank range that time was Alasia Rosa. Alasia Rosa just into the ball game, missed that shot. Inbounds, gets knocked out of bounds. They'll try it again. 3:14 to go, first quarter. It's 8-1. Team in blue, General Johnnie Wilson out in front of the Longfellow 7th grade girls basketball on WLCS TV 20 alongside Bob Schlumbaker. I'm Rob Polinsky. Glad you could join us. They're going to lob it at Wilbon with the steal. Wilbon has it. She's going to lay it up. No good. Tip right back to her. And she'll pull it back out and reset the offense. Wilbon lost control of it. Ball loose on the floor now. And coming out of there with the basketball is going to be Janae Nelson Riley, and she had it knocked away by Mackenzie Wilbon. Wilbon pass ahead to Rosa. She'll miss the shot. Offensive rebound. And we're going to get a tie-up and a jump ball. On the inbound, Taylor Whitfield with the basketball. Whitfield gets it ahead into the forecourt to Nelson Riley. Pass on the left side. Jumper goes up. No good by Finesse Pratt, who just checked into the ball game. Shot goes back up again. It's no good. This time missing was Herman. And the rebound comes down to the hands of Mackenzie Wilbon. With 2:15 to go in the first quarter, she'll get it into the front court. Her team out in front by a score of 8-1. Brzezinski with it, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul. A foul on Nakia Herman. Stops the clock with 2:08 to go in the first quarter. They'll lob it inside, and pass goes off the hands of the intended receiver, trying to get it into Talia Brooks. She couldn't come up with it, and it's out of bounds. General Johnnie Wilson with the basketball, trailing 8-1. And on the inbound, we're going to have a whistle and a foul. Inbounding will be Shania Palmer. Palmer looking. She's going to get it ahead for Nakia Herman. Herman with the basketball. Herman put it up. It was partially blocked by Marissa Otero. And coming out of there with the basketball is Pruszinski for General Johnny Wilson. Gets it back to Otero, top of the circle. They get it to Brooks. Brooks to Wilbon, back to Brooks. She'll put up a long one off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, loose on the floor, and it's going to be picked up by Longfellow, Shania Palmer. Lost control of it, shot goes up, it's no good. They fight for the rebound, still battling for it. And Wilbon comes away with it. Wilbon lays it up, but she missed it, and coming out of there with the basketball is Whitfield for General Johnny Wilson. Gets it ahead to Nakia Herman. Herman back to Whitfield. Whitfield, a long three ball. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound loose on the floor, picked up by Nelson Riley. Her pass is going to be intercepted. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. They get it ahead to Otero, Marissa Otero with a cross-court pass. And we're going to go back outside now. Taking a long shot was Pruszinski, missed it. And the rebound falls into the hands of Janasia Nelson Riley. And lost control of it, gets knocked into the backcourt, and it's out of bounds. On the inbound, Nelson Riley with it. Janasia drives in, put it up. No, she's fouled. Shoot a couple of free throws. Janasia Nelson Riley. But you know that Kyrie Irving is her favorite athlete. Free throw, no good. Says favorite teacher. She says none because I like all of the teachers almost all of the time. You buying that one, Bob? Obviously, you're not a teacher. She hasn't met you because you would be her favorite. She would have put Mr. Schlembaker. See if we can make one out of two free throws here for Janasia Nelson Riley. Second free throw up, off the back of the rim, no good. Getting the offensive rebound was Palmer. Outlet pass, they save it from going out of bounds. And now with it is Whitfield, a long shot, off the rim, no good. Again, they fight for the rebound. And General Johnny Wilson comes out of there with it. Shot goes up, it's blocked. And it's out of bounds, General Johnny Wilson. It'll be Longfellow on offense with 2.9 seconds to go in the quarter. And on the inbounds, it gets inbounded into Wilbon. She steals it, and that's the end of the first quarter. We played one quarter of 7th grade girls basketball. Our score, General Johnny Wilson 8, Longfellow 1. You're watching girls 7th grade basketball on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
Opportunities present themselves every day. Opportunities that move us forward. Opportunities to serve part-time in your community. While continuing full-time careers or education. To help keep our nation safe at home and around the globe. Explore your opportunities in the Air Force Reserve.
Academic success requires 17 different visual skills, and Seeing 2020 is just one of them. Vision screenings are not designed to test all of these visual skills. Vision screenings test how well your child sees 20 feet away, but not how well they can see when reading. If your child has passed a vision screening, don't assume that all is well. When a child struggles with reading, an eye coordination problem could be the cause. For more information, visit covd.org, the website for the College of Optometrists and Vision Development.
And that's official and Lorain native Nate Smith right in front of us. Getting ready to hand off the basketball to General Johnnie Wilson. Their team leads 8-1 after one quarter of this girls' 7th grade basketball game. Brzezinski got it from Otero. Also Kylie Adam into the game for the first time. And we get a whistle and a foul. Also on the floor to begin the second quarter for the General Johnnie Wilson 7th grade girls. In addition to those 3 young ladies that I told you, they are going to trot out their Alasia Rosa and Mackenzie Wilbon. For Delasia Brzezinski, she leads the scores with 4 points. She's at the line for 2. Free throw up and in. Brzezinski with 5, and it's 9-1. General Johnnie Wilson leads. 5:50 to go in the first half. And for Longfellow in the basketball game right now, we have Nakia Herman, Taylor Whitfield, Janasia Nelson Riley. Also in the game, Shania Palmer. We'll get you the 5th young lady once I can see her. Second free throw is up. It's no good off the rim. Rebound is going to go out of bounds. It'll stay with General Johnnie Wilson. And the 5th young lady out there for Longfellow to begin the second quarter is Finesse Pratt. So those are the 10 young ladies on the floor to begin the second quarter of the 7th grade girls basketball game on WLCS TV 20. Alongside Bob Schlumbaker, I'm Ron Polinsky. Delasia Brzezinski on the dribble, gets it to Otero in the corner. The shot goes up, it's blocked. Kylie Adam had her shot blocked. Brzezinski has it. Back to Wilbon, she'll take a long one. That one's gonna be blocked, and a nice job on the block. It'll be Longfellow's basketball. They trailed 9-1. 5:21 to go in the half. Janasia Nelson Riley on the inbound gets it ahead to Nakia Herman. Herman on the drive. Herman had her shot blocked by Wilbon out of bounds. So Longfellow again will inbound here, trailing 9-1. On the inbound, it is knocked out of bounds. And substitution for General Johnnie Wilson, it's Talia Brooks coming back in. On the inbounds, they get it to Taylor Whitfield. Whitfield on the right side gets it back. Dribbling in, had it knocked away and stolen. And Wilbon came away with it, and we get a whistle and double dribble. On the inbound, left side shot goes up, and it is going to be out of bounds. Finesse Pratt missing that. Otero gets it back to Wilbon. Wilbon gets it into the front court. Driving to the basket, lost control of it, loose on the floor, stolen away. Pratt came away with it. She gets it ahead to Taylor Whitfield. Whitfield with the basketball, dribbling by midcourt. She gets a screen, she's at the left elbow, put it up, it's partially blocked, out of bounds. It'll stay with Longfellow. And coming in for Longfellow now for the first time, we have Jalen Keithley. The pass is intercepted by Wilbon. She gets it ahead to Brzezinski. Brzezinski lays it up, no, but she's fouled. And fouling her that time was Nakia Herman. Stops the clock with 4:08 to go in the first half. Free throw no good. Coming into the basketball game, we have Aralise Cruz coming in for the first time. Second free throw is good. Krzyzewski with 6 points, and her team leads 10-1. On the inbound, it's knocked away. Wilbon stole it and laid it in. She's got 4. It's 12-1. Another inbound is stolen away. They get it to Wilbon. Wilbon lays it up and in. 14-1, 3:45 to go in the first half. And General Johnnie Wilson now travels. They're having a hard time. There's 3 consecutive turnovers, I should say, for Longfellow against this General Johnnie Wilson 7th grade pressure. So it's now 14-1. Inbound, they get it into Wilbon. Wilbon inside, put it up and in. Wilbon with 8, 16-1. Inbound is stolen away again. And this is Talia Brooks. Lost control of it. And it will go back to General Johnnie Wilson falling down with the ball, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be General Johnnie Wilson basketball as Longfellow couldn't control the rebound. Inbound, they get it to Wilbon. Wilbon gets it back to Otero. Over to Brooks. In the corner. Shot goes up. It's going to be short. Missing that was Kylie Adam. And on the rebound is Taylor Whitfield for Longfellow. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Whitfield from the foul line put it up, no good. And it's out of bounds. Inbound, it's knocked away. It'll stay with Longfellow. With the basketball is Nelson Riley, gets it on the left side. Shot goes up. That's going to be an air ball long by Rogers, and it will go out of bounds. It'll be Longfellow basketball. On the inbounds, it's a jump ball. Rogers to inbound. She does so, gets it to Nelson Riley. Nelson Riley picks up her dribble pass for Whitfield. Is going to be intercepted by Otero. Otero throws it up, no good. Rebound comes down, and the shot goes up. Missing that was Kylie Adam. And coming away with the basketball is Longfellow. And the 7th graders get it ahead to Rogers. Rogers into the front court. She's at the foul line. She puts the shot up. It's no good. And it'll be out of bounds. It'll go back to General Johnnie Wilson. On the inbounds, Alicia Rosa. She'll hand it right back to Mackenzie Wilbon. Wilbon dribbling through the defense, lost control of it. It comes down to Kylie Adam. We'll try to get it back to Wilbon. It's knocked out of bounds, and General Johnnie Wilson will keep it with 1:36 to go in the first half. They'll get it into Wilbon. She's wide open for 3. She'll miss it, and it's going to be out of bounds. Well, we've got a minute. We want to remind you that Lorain City Schools Television, WLCS TV 20, Spectrum Cable. Check out Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook for all your entertainment and informational needs. You can follow us on Twitter at LCS_TV 20. You can check out the YouTube station, and that's TV 20 on YouTube. Also, you can like Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook, get a chance to win some great prizes. For General Johnnie Wilson, Diamond Williams comes back into the ball game. Dribbling to the basket is Whitfield, puts the shot up, and there's the first basket of the first half for Longfellow. It comes from Taylor Whitfield, and it cuts the lead to 16-3 with 1:10 to go in the half. And we get a whistle, and we're going to get a bump into the forecourt and a foul on Longfellow's Taylor Whitfield. Brzezinski gets the inbound. Dribbling around with 1 minute to go in the first half. Shot goes up from the corner. It's no good. An air ball long and the offensive rebound. They get it to Diamond Williams, puts it up. Glass and rim, no good. Another offensive rebound. They'll lob it back out to Brzezinski. She'll take a three, and she'll bank that one off the rim, no good. And the rebound comes to Taylor Whitfield for Longfellow. She'll throw it away, and then an over and back violation will give it back to General Johnnie Wilson. Longfellow basketball. They trail 16-3. 35 seconds to go in the half. Whitfield with it, picks up her dribble. Pass out to Nelson Riley. Jumper goes up, off the rim, no good. Rebound is out of bounds. It'll stay with Longfellow. And inbounding for Longfellow will be Isabella Rogers. She'll get it inbound. The shot is going to be blocked and out of bounds. Taking that shot was Whitfield. She had it blocked by Brzezinski. And they'll inbound again with 19 seconds to go in the half. Rogers looking. Gets it into Nelson Riley. Shot goes up and in. So Janasia Nelson Riley, her first points of the night. And 16-5 with under 10 seconds to play. And the inbounds is knocked out of bounds, 6 seconds to go. Inbounds Brzezinski. She'll get it ahead. Excuse me. And we get a whistle, and that's going to do it for the first half. After one half of score, it is General Johnnie Wilson 16, Longfellow 5. We'll be back with the second half of 7th grade girls basketball after this timeout. You're watching girls 7th grade basketball on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
Stop texting and driving. If not for you, for me.
Hi, my name is Rich Morick, and I'm the Director of Career and Technical Education for Lorain City Schools. I have worked with middle schoolers and high school students for 20 years. Over the past 2 decades, I've helped students, many of them first generation, figure out what they want to do with their lives. Picking a career isn't easy, but career tech education is designed to help them figure it out. As a firm believer in education, I have to say that gaining college credit, maybe even a college degree, while testing out areas of interest is an opportunity that no one should pass up. What I love about my job is that I get to see students go from not knowing what they want to do to having a clearer direction. I get to see the end result, which is a student who knows what they want and how to get there. We are helping them change their lives, and that's why I'm the Director of Career Tech Education at Lorain High.
General Johnnie Wilson with the basketball. They lead 16-5, and we are going to have a offensive charge on the General Johnnie Wilson team to begin the third quarter. Young lady from Longfellow, a little slow to get up. Taking that charge was Janasia Nelson Riley. She's all right. She gets applause here from the crowd. The other young ladies on the floor for Longfellow, Nakia Herman, Taylor Whitfield, Shania Palmer, and Isabella Rogers. For General Johnnie Wilson, who leads 16-5 here to begin the third quarter. Marissa Otero, Delasia Brzezinski. Wilbond is also into the game. That's Mackenzie Wilbond, Talea Brooks, and Diamond Williams. Another foul on General Johnnie Wilson, and it'll be Longfellow to inbound. They trail 16-5 here. They trailed after one quarter 8-1, and they were outscored 8-4 in the second quarter. So General Johnnie Wilson, that's how they got their 16-5 lead. General Johnnie Wilson on the steal, driving in as Otero. She missed the shot, and Longfellow gets the rebound. They get it ahead to Nelson Riley, puts the shot. It's going to be blocked by Przynski. Then Wilbon comes out of that. For the 7th graders, General Johnnie Wilson are in blue. The 7th graders from Longfellow have the white uniforms. Of course, they both go by the same nickname, the Titans, as does the high school. So they have changed probably about 5 years ago or so. They decided to make all the junior high schools, the middle schools, with the same Titans nickname and the same color scheme. And the pass is going to be intercepted and stolen by Nakia Herman, and then her outlet pass went out of bounds. So it will go back over to the General Johnnie Wilson 7th graders. General Johnnie Wilson comes in at 4-0 and Longfellow at 6-0. General Johnnie Wilson coached by Angel Sanchez. Ken Faria is the coach of Longfellow. Pass on the right side of Wilbon. She fakes the shot. Back up top. And they get it on the left side. The jumper goes up, and that's off the rim. No good. Missing that is Talia Brooks. And on the rebound, we're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow will give it to Longfellow. They'll inbound it. Taylor Whitfield has it. Whitfield across midcourt. She falls down and is a blocking foul. Coming into the ball game will be Alicia Rosa. So Alicia Rosa comes into the game. She plays for General Johnnie Wilson. And it'll be Longfellow to inbound here, trailing 16-5. Neither team has scored in the third quarter. Whitfield with it for Longfellow. Her team trails, and she runs out of room. She dribbles it out of bounds. They'll turn it over. Alongside Bob Schlembaker, I'm Ron Polinsky. Glad you could join us for 7th grade girls basketball on WLCS TV 20. We're at Longfellow Middle School here on the east side of Lorain. And I'll get it up to Talia Brooks. Her pass is going to be knocked away and stolen. Whitfield with the steal for General Johnnie Wilson. Whitfield gets it ahead to Nakia Herman. Her shot goes up. No, whistle and a foul. A couple of free throws coming up. So Nakia Herman will shoot 2. Free throw is off the back of the rim, no good. Second one up, no good. And they get the rebound to Wilbon. Wilbon with the basketball. She'll get it ahead. Otero with the jumper. It's off the rim, no good. And on the rebound, get it right back out to Wilbon, and she travels. Told you that Aralise Cruz was into the game earlier in this first half for Longfellow. She says her favorite teacher is Mr. Perez because she likes science. She would like to become a doctor and go on to Harvard. Pretty impressive. Shot goes up, it's no good. Wilbon with the ball, and she gets it over to Diamond Williams, and we're going to have a foul, and it will stay with General Johnnie Wilson. .3:15 to go in the third quarter. Nobody has scored in the second half, and on the inbound it's stolen, and there's our first points. As on the steal, Janasia Nelson Riley got it, laid it up and in, and she has 4, and it's 16-7. On the inbound, it goes out of bounds. Inbound comes to Taylor Whitfield. Whitfield with it, drives in, lays it up, and in. Whitfield with 4. General Johnnie Wilson, they were down, or Longfellow was down 16-1. They're on an 8-0 run. They've cut it to 16-9. 2:40 to go in quarter number 3. So both these teams are undefeated coming into this ball game. And Talia Brooks gets it ahead to Kylie Adams. We're going to get a whistle and a foul. And a foul will go on Isabella Rogers of Longfellow. And inbounding is the General Johnnie Wilson team. They'll inbound to Otero. Otero traveled. So Longfellow trailing 16-9. Substitution. Coming in for Longfellow is Jalen Keithley. She played in the first half. Played by Jalen Keithley. Says she does not have a favorite athlete, but she would like to become a forensic scientist. And a shout out goes to her basketball sisters. That's from Jalen Keithley. Ball goes out of bounds. It will go back to General Johnnie Wilson. On the inbounds, Herman got the steal, and it's knocked away by Otero. Otero into the front court. Otero gets it back out to Wilbon. 2 minutes to play, third quarter. Wilbon loses control. We have a whistle and a timeout for the General Johnnie Wilson team. And we've got a timeout with 1:56 to go in the third quarter. That gives us a minute to remind you that you can watch the YouTube channel for Lorain Schools TV 20. It's a great way to watch it. You can also follow us on Twitter. That's at LCS_TV 20. It's a great way to follow along with all the athletics at Lorain Schools. Check out Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook for all your entertainment and informational needs. Lorain City Schools Television, that's WLCS TV 20 on Spectrum Cable. Like Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook, and you can win great prizes. My great prize today is spending my afternoon and evening with the one and only Bob Schlembaker. 1:56 to go in the third quarter. 16-9. General Johnnie Wilson leads Longfellow. Pass. They get it ahead to Adams. She puts the shot up. No good. Rebound is going to come out. And it's stolen away. And here comes Longfellow with it. Nelson Riley has it. Back outside to Whitfield. Whitfield with the jumper. That's short. And the rebound is hauled in by Talia Brooks for General Johnnie Wilson. Ahead to Williams. Williams' shot no good, partially blocked. Diamond Williams had her shot blocked. And Longfellow brings it the other way. Whitfield has it. Whitfield on the three-point line, lets it fly. That one draws iron, but it's short. Diamond Williams got the rebound, but her outlet is intercepted by Whitfield. Whitfield around the perimeter, jumper goes up, banking that shot in is going to be Nakia Herman. Herman banks it in, it's a 2, and it's 16-11. General Johnnie Wilson's lead is 5. And the pass for Diamond Williams was too far and out of bounds. It'll be, the basketball will go back to Longfellow, 16-11 they trail. 53 seconds to go in the third. On the inbound is Janasia Nelson-Riley. She's got the basketball. Gets it back outside to Taylor Whitfield. Whitfield traveled. 39 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bring into the forecourt is Wilbon. Wilbon gets it back to Brooks. Brooks, a long three, no good. Offensive rebound, Williams. Her pass is going to be intercepted. And Whitfield has the basketball in the backcourt. 20 seconds to play in the third quarter. Longfellow takes a long three. That's Whitfield from Longfellow, missed it. And the rebound comes down to General Johnnie Wilson. Whitfield on the interception with the pass, puts the shot up, missed it, gets it again, put it up, no good. Rebound comes down to Diamond Williams. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Her outlet pass knocked away, and Wilbon comes away with it, and that'll do it for the third quarter. So General Johnny Wilson does not score in the third quarter, yet they still lead by a score of 16-11. Fourth quarter coming up. You're watching girls 7th grade basketball on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
Can I go to the sleepover?
Lucy, I want you to promise me something. If there's any drinking, I want you to say, no thanks, not my thing.
Mom.
I promise you, your real friends won't care. Deal?
I promise, Mom.
They really do hear you.
Did you pack your toothbrush?
For tips on how to start the talk, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A public service message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
Ohio State is saving lives every day.
This is Ohio State.
We're the economic engine of the state, a major employer.
Over 60,000 students. We're on the forefront of cancer research. An educational core of Ohio.
Impacting tens of thousands daily.
Our alumni organization is nearly 500,000 worldwide.
This is Ohio State.
This is Ohio State.
Ohio State.
This is the Ohio State University.
Start of the fourth quarter. 6-0 in that quarter. Longfellow outscored General Johnny Wilson to cut the lead to 16-11. And General Johnny Wilson travels to start the fourth quarter. It'll be Longfellow basketball. So Longfellow trailed at 1 point, 16-1. And they have scored 10 consecutive points over the last 2 quarters. They now trail 16-11. They're getting back into this game. For Longfellow, they're in white. General Johnny Wilson on defense in blue. 7th grade girls basketball, fourth quarter. Shania Palmer puts it up and she scores. Palmer's first 2 makes it 16-13. Into the front court comes Brzezinski, lays it up, no good. Rebound, it comes down to Nakia Herman. Herman going the other way on Wilbon, put it up, it's blocked, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul. So for Longfellow, we have Herman that's going to shoot a couple of free throws. Nakia Herman, told you a little bit about her earlier, but again, she says her favorite teacher is Mrs. Gutwine because she makes learning fun. She is the math teacher. She wants to go to UCLA for her future. Free throw, no good. Remains 16-13. General Johnny Wilson in blue over Longfellow in white. To cut it to 2, she does so. So Herman, with her 4th point, makes it 16-14. The Longfellow, or the General Johnny Wilson lead is down to 2. Wilbon with it. Wilbon will drive to the lane, lay it up and in. First points, second half for General Johnny Wilson. Wilbon with 10 points, and it's 18-14. The lead is 4. Whitfield with the basketball. Whitfield goes inside, had it knocked away, picked up by Wilbon. Wilbon looking ahead, sees Brzezinski. Brzezinski will put it up and in. Brzezinski with 8 from the assist from Wilbon. 20-14. So after Longfellow just cut it to 2, General Johnny Wilson with their first 2 baskets of the second half extend the lead back to 6. Whitfield's shot is going to be blocked, and again it comes down to General Johnny Wilson. Otero has it. She has it knocked away from behind and out of bounds. They have a whistle and a timeout for Longfellow. I want to tell you about a couple of their other players, and that is Shania Palmer. Says that her favorite teacher is Mrs. Gutwine. Favorite athlete is Stephen Curry. When she grows up, she would like to be a dancer. And she has a shout out to her parents, her mother and father, and for the team. And that is from 7th grader Shania Palmer. Another young lady that we want to tell you about is Isabella Rogers from Longfellow. She says her favorite teacher is Mrs. Gojevic. Says that she's always there for her when she needs somebody. Kyrie Irving is her favorite player because he puts passion into basketball. She grows up, she would like to be a nurse, and her shout out goes to her family and her basketball sisters. So that is a little bit of background information on those young ladies from Longfellow. We appreciate that they took the time to do that. So we want to tell you about them when we can get that in. I think that's an important part of the broadcast that we do here at the junior high level. And going in scoring is going to be Taylor Whitfield. She has 6, and that cuts the lead to 20-16 under 4 minutes to play. General Johnnie Wilson has the ball and a 4-point lead. Brzezinski dribbling. Brzezinski gets it across midcourt, and we have a whistle. And let's see, a foul will go on the Longfellow team. General Johnnie Wilson, the inbound. We're going to get it into Wilbond. Wilbond has it. Wilbond carried the basketball. So here comes Longfellow trailing by 4. With it is Taylor Whitfield. Whitfield in the lane, put it up, no good. And the rebound will come down to Delasia Brzezinski. She got it to Wilbond. Wilbond laid it up and in. Wilbond with 12 points. 22-16. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. .319 to go in this basketball game. It's 22-16. Let's go through some of the scoring by quarters. General Johnnie Wilson led 8-1. They led at halftime 16-5. Third quarter, Longfellow with a good run. They cut it to 16-11 after 3. Point-wise for General Johnnie Wilson, Brzezinski has 8, Wilbond has 12, and Talea Brooks has the other 2. For the Longfellow team, it is Nakia Herman with 4, Taylor Whitfield with 6, Janasia Nelson-Riley with 4, Shania Palmer has 2. So those are the young ladies that have scored here today. Isabella Rogers to inbound. Her team trails by 6. 3 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the basketball game. Dangerous cross-court pass that's intercepted by Otero for General Johnnie Wilson. She'll get it ahead to Brzezinski. She'll lay it up and in. She's getting double digits now with 10. And it's 24-16. The lead is back out to 8 with under 3 minutes to play. One of these two teams will suffer their first loss of the season. General Johnnie Wilson 4-0, Longfellow 6-0. They get it ahead, and Talea Brooks has it. Talea Brooks put it up, no, but she's fouled. So Talea Brooks will go to the free throw line. She has 2 points today. She'll try to add to that. .244 to play in the ball game. Free throw up, no good. Brooks again, banked that one in. She has 3 points, and it's 25-16. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to play in this basketball game. Longfellow with it. The 7th graders trail by 9. With it into the front court. Getting knocked off the ball, dropping it. Going to get it is Herman. And we have a whistle and a timeout again with 2:24 remaining. One more time, we'd like to remind you that you're watching Lorain City Schools television. That's WLCS TV 20 on Spectrum Cable. You can check out the YouTube station anytime, and that's Lorain Schools TV 20. You can follow us on Twitter at LCS_TV 20. And check out Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook for all your entertainment and informational that you need. And, of course, the winter season starting to wind down now that we're into February. The girls' tournaments were just announced. The boys will be this coming weekend. WLCS TV 20 will follow the boys and girls all the way through the tournament schedule. And also your home for wrestling. And they do all kinds of athletic events that you've come to know on WLCS TV 20. And that will continue as we head into the tournaments. Always an exciting time of the season. Into the forecourt, Isabella Rogers has it. Rogers will take the shot. She'll miss it. And the rebound, it comes down. They'll pass ahead to Wilbond. Wilbon has it for General Johnny Wilson. Wilbon on the drive, laid it up, missed it. Offensive rebound, back up, partially blocked. Rogers comes away with it. She'll pass it to her teammate, Taylor Whitfield. And with under 2 minutes to play in the ball game, here comes Longfellow. Whitfield on the drive, left-handed layup is good. Whitfield has 8 to lead Longfellow in scoring, and they cut the lead to 7 at 25-18. 1:40 to go in the ball game, and traveling with the ball is Alasia Rosa. Bounce pass knocked away. Now going back to get it is Longfellow. They get it to Nelson Riley. Her team down by 7. Nelson Riley on the drive, gets knocked off the ball, lost it, and it's going to be stolen away. Brzezinski with a bounce pass for Otero. Otero lays it up and in. Marissa Otero, her first points of the ball game, and it's 27-18. For Longfellow, Taylor Whitfield with it. Whitfield losing control, and it will get saved from going out of bounds with under a minute to play. And then Whitfield comes back and causes a jump ball. Alternating possession arrow. It will go to General Johnny Wilson. Inbounding to Otero, back to Wilbon. Wilbon on the dribble. Gets it into the forecourt, goes all the way through the defense, puts it up, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul. 45 seconds to go in the ball game. Shania Palmer will check back in for Longfellow. Free throw, no good. Palmer now will check in. Coming out of the basketball game for Longfellow is Jalen Keithley. Wilbon with 12 points, still at 12. She missed them both. Offensive rebound. And coming out of there with it is Brooks. She'll get it back to Wilbon, and they want to take some time off the clock. They'll pass it out to Brzezinski. Cross court Otero. 33 seconds to go. She'll get it to Brooks. Brooks out to Wilbon. 30 seconds to go. And General Johnny Wilson playing keep away here, up by 9. Brzezinski back to Wilbon. 18 seconds. Brzezinski to Wilbon. Wilbon double teamed. Pass in the corner to Brooks. Brooks puts up the shot. It's no good. Rebound loose on the floor, and it's going to be picked up with 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Whitfield into the front court. She'll let it fly. It's no good. That means our final score, it was General Johnny Wilson 27 and a Longfellow 18. And for Longfellow, their first loss of the year, they dropped to 6-1 with the win. General Johnny Wilson improves to 5-0. Scoring by quarters, General Johnny Wilson led after 1, 8-1. They led at half, 16-5. They led after 3, 16-11, and they win it 27-18. For General Johnny Wilson, the victors, it was Marissa Otero with 2, Delasia Brzezinski with 10, Mackenzie Wilbon with 12, Talea Brooks with 3. For Longfellow, Nakia Herman with 4, Taylor Whitfield with 8, Janasia Nelson Riley with 4, and Shania Palmer with 2. That's going to do it for our coverage of 7th grade girls basketball. Congratulations, General Johnny Wilson. They defeat Longfellow by a score of 27-18. For Bob Schlumbaker, this is Rob Polinsky reminding you, you've been watching 7th grade girls basketball on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.